Hi, I'm Selina Jane Eckersall, Executive Director of No Vacancy Art. The name No Vacancy came from the idea we thought about animating vacant spaces temporarily, which is where the idea for pop-up art events came from. There's a variety of vacant spaces in every city, and they're just sitting there waiting to be rented out by businesses. But in the meantime, why can't we turn them into art events, galleries, installations, those kind of things? And that's kind of where we came up with the idea for the name, No Vacancy. I think No Vacancy is important to Burlington because there's a hunger and a need for more activity, more contemporary art, more cultural immersement. And people really want to feel connected to creativity, people want to feel inspired, and people want to feel as if something's happening that they haven't experienced before. And our goal with our events is to kind of draw that out of people. We want them to walk around and see things that they haven't seen before. We want them to experience the type of art that maybe they haven't ever experienced, and really give them kind of a magical experience. Our first event we did last year at the Waterfront Hotel. It was very much a concept event. We really didn't know if anyone in Burlington cared about contemporary art. We didn't really know if anyone would come out, to be honest. We just thought, okay, let's give it a try, let's see. And you know, I think to some degree even the hotel was probably like, what are you doing? But we had the event and we sold out about 80% of our tickets for the first event. And what we discovered is that people really were excited about what we were doing and they wanted more of it. And the people that weren't able to attend wished that they had known about it or wanted to attend. So what we discovered is that Burlington is hungry for this type of activity, and people want more of it. People want to feel involved and engaged in this type of creative activity. The Downtown Burlington Business Association has been a huge supporter of ours. We really can't thank them enough for all that they've done to support our organization through its infancy up until now, as we're starting to get some legs and get some movement. So they host an event called Saturdays in the Street, where they have a variety of bands playing on Elgin Street in front of the Queen's Head. So all summer we've been down there. We chose a few days and we were down there with our artists painting doors, original art doors, and we also had some collaborative doors that people were signing, and we had people tell us why does art matter? What does it do for our community, and why is it important to you? And we had people writing on the doors, and we also had I think 4 artists create original doors, which will be on display at Civic Square during Culture Days. So we did an event on the 26th of August to host our participating artists. Son of a Peach hosted and sponsored that event, and it was really an opportunity for us to thank all of our participating artists, our sponsors. It was just our way of saying thank you for supporting what we're doing, and kind of a little bit of a launch event. We premiered our Cirque promo video, which True Essence Media did for us, and people were really inspired by that. We had the artists available to talk to our sponsors, and we just kind of broke bread together and really came together as a community to get excited about what we're doing here with Cirque. Cirque is an event that is loosely inspired by Nuit Blanche. I really admire and respect Nuit Blanche, which is an organization that hosts contemporary events all over the world, really, in multiple cities throughout the world. They're usually much larger than Cirque will be, of course, well-funded, well-supported. People know the brand really well. I wasn't sure that an event of that scale would work here, but I really liked the model, and I wanted to do something similar, but also build a community around the event. So doing things like having it in a single, accessible, walkable area was very important. Having a variety of styles of art, so we have new media, projection, video, we have light art, we have large-scale sculpture, we have people that are doing any combination of those things. So it's really across the gamut. We also have performance art, and then we sprinkle it with music and some supplemental stuff. But the focus is on the installation art, and everything else is a complement to that. So we're really excited, and we hope it's a magical evening for everybody. I think we need more champions of culture in Burlington. We need more people to just do things. It is very promising that we have the Cultural Action Plan, which I am a steadfast supporter of, but it's also our responsibility as citizens and artists and patrons to make sure that those things are kept in play. And one of the ways that we can support art and culture in Burlington is by just doing it, getting together with a group of people, collaborating, and making your dreams come true. Create an event or expose your art to people around the city, and just get out there and meet people, talk to people, and get involved. The next step for us is to put down some roots. We're looking for some funding. We're going to probably apply for a Trillium grant and probably Ontario Arts Council. We're going to continue to do events in the city, which is great. We raise sponsorship funds for that, but we really want to be able to operate year-round, which is the reason for the grants. We are also putting together an original art donor program, and we'll be unrolling that probably early 2015. Art matters because it impacts so many facets of our being and affects our enjoyment of life. If we lived in a city that had no art, it would be a pretty dull place to live. I think creativity and artists are responsible for pushing forward new ideas, change. Art can be revolutionary, and it can really provoke controversial conversations. It can push us to uncomfortable places. It can connect us. It can evoke emotional response. But I think as a city, it's really important just for us to maintain a degree of innovativeness. It makes us able to think on other levels, and artists are more than a few brush strokes on a canvas. Artists are innovative thinkers and creative problem solvers, and those are the kind of people that we need to nurture, foster, and keep in our city because they are an asset.